Hey guys, Mike here from Movie Nation.
And today we're going through a 2021 horror movie called Queen of Spades. The movie opens with four teenagers Anna, Katie, Sebastian, and Matthew relaxing at the community center. Anna receives a text from her mom and excuses herself to respond to it. After answering her text, she sees someone standing on the roof of the community center and calls the attention of the remaining friends to it. The boy on top of the roof suddenly jumps down. The teenagers run toward the boy to check if he is still alive, and the boy suddenly wakes up and tries to speak. Katie calls for an ambulance. While the boy tries to speak, he screams the words Queen of Spades. Anna and her mom, Mary, leave the house. While in the elevator, she expresses concerns about her seeing the boy who jumped. Anna tells her she is fine and steps out of the elevator. The four friends hang out and Sebastian tells them that he did some research on the Queen of Spades. He teaches them how to play the game. Sebastian tells them that after invoking the Queen of Spades, they get to make 3 wishes. He also goes on to tell them the legend of the Queen of Spades. Matthew suggests that they invoke the Queen of Spades. Sebastian agrees, but Katie is against it. Matthew and Sebastian convince Anna to summon the spirit. While Matthew records the session on his phone, Anna begins to perform the ritual. While thinking that something supernatural was happening, Matthew jumps out from behind the door to scare them. The next day, Anna and her mom get into an argument about her not spending enough time with her. She storms out of the house and goes for a swim. Matthew, Sebastian and Katie hang out at the park. Sebastian tells them that he was called by the cops who wanted to know if the boy who jumped told them anything before jumping. Anna joins them and calls for the other guys to join them. They all leave together except Matthew, who tells them he has something else planned. Matthew visits Anna and tells her that he is worried and believes the boy who jumped did that on purpose but was being pursued by the Queen of Spades. Matthew tells her that he thinks he is being haunted by the Queen of Spades. She doesn't believe him, and then he shows her a scar on his arm claiming that he has been marked by the Queen of Spades. Anna refuses to believe him and jumps into the pool. Matthew looks into a mirror and sees the reflection of the Queen of Spades. Anna sees him groaning in pain and thinks it is a joke. Matthew collapses and Anna jumps out of the pool to check on him. She calls for help and the pool guard answers. He asks her to go call the ambulance while he tries to revive him. Mary receives a call from Katie and tells her that Matthew had a heart attack at the pool. She informs her that Anna had to call the ambulance. Mary checks up on Anna in her room and finds her awake. She tells Anna that she can come to talk to her whenever she is ready. An author who wrote a book on the Queen of Spades receives a call from Sebastian. Sebastian tells him that his friend is gone and he needs his help. Sebastian asks him for a solution, but the writer tells him that it is too late. Mary takes some food to Katie to thank her for taking care of Anna. She complains to Katie about the joke that Matthew played on her. Katie tells her about the Queen of Spades prank. Sebastian arrives at the house and tells them that he just talked to the writer. Mary does not believe in the spell and asks him to stop teasing Anna. Sebastian tells them about the writer but is dismissed by Mary, who asks Katie to watch over Anna while she goes to work. Katie goes to Anna's apartment, but Anna is upset. Anna catches a reflection of the Queen of Spades on the kettle. Katie tells her that she believes the Queen of Spades does not exist. Anna asks her to explain what happened to Matthew. Katie assures her that it is all made up and that Anna has nothing to be scared of. Later that night, Mary arrives and checks up on her in her room. She finds Anna under the bed and asks her to come out. She tries to get her out from under the bed and sees Anna's drawing book. She goes through the book and finds some drawings. She steps out of the room and sees traces of blood on her foot. Mary walks to the sitting room and finds Anna standing in front of a mirror. Anna tells her that the Queen of Spades is in the house, and suddenly a hand reaches out from the mirror and begins to grab Anna by the neck. Another image of Anna appears and tells her mom not to believe what is happening. She suddenly wakes up from the nightmare and finds Anna by the door. The next day, they attend Matthew's funeral service. Mary excuses herself and goes to the bathroom. She hears a strange sound coming from one of the stalls and tries to investigate. A woman suddenly opens the door crying. Mary asks if she's okay, but she ignores her. Sebastian shows Anna and Katie a scar on his hand, and the strange woman from the bathroom tells them that Matthew was eliminated by the Queen of Spades. She also reveals herself to be the mother of the boy who hurt himself. Back in Anna's apartment, Sebastian plays them a video of the night Anna summoned the Queen of Spades. While the video played in slow motion, they can all see the image of the Queen of Spades appearing on the video. Sebastian places a walkie-talkie on the table and tells them they can use it to communicate with the Queen of Spades. He tells them that they first need to offer something that belongs to them. They call for the Queen of Spades and she answers on the walkie-talkie. Sebastian asks the spirit about the offering they made is enough to satisfy her, but hears nothing. He asks the spirit if it eliminated Matthew and it responds. Sebastian asks if she will eliminate anyone else and she responds. Mary asks Matthew for the name and contact of the writer. She also asks him for a copy of the book. While Mary calls her work to inform them that she won't be coming to work, Sebastian arrives home and calls out for his mom. Back at Anna's house, Mary begs Katie to watch over Anna while she goes to work. Sebastian goes to the bathroom and fills the bathtub with water. He checks the wound on his hand and discovers that it has gotten bigger. The paper he used to cover the mirror removes, allowing the spirit of the Queen of Spades to infiltrate the room. The water in the bathtub begins to turn dark and Sebastian is eliminated inside it. Anna calls her mom and informs her that Sebastian has been eliminated. Mary immediately returns home to be with the girls, but Katie decides to go home. Later that night, Anna sees a reflection of the Queen of Spades in the mirror and screams. Her mom rushes to the room and immediately she enters. Anna loses consciousness. In the morning, they send a message to the writer who asks her if Anna has any markings on her arm. They find no markings on her arm and ask what they can do to get rid of the spirit. Smirnov tells them that no solution works and ends the conversation. Anna and her mom decide to go look for Smirnov. After getting directions from a stranger, they find his house. Mary goes into the house to go look for Smirnov but leaves Anna in the car. Anna hears a strange noise in the car and after taking off the piece of clothing covering the mirror in the car, she sees an image of the Queen of Spades and runs out of the car. Mary is startled by Smirnov, who thinks she is an intruder, but he gets tased by Mary. Smirnov tells them all he knows about the Queen of Spades and her past victims. While Mary and Smirnov talk, Anna yet again sees the Queen of Spades appear in the mirror and scream. Smirnov tells them they have to leave and drives them back to their apartment. Anna experiences some strange occurrence in the bathroom and runs out. Smirnov takes off the ring on her finger and asks her to go rest. Meanwhile, Katie discovers a scar on her arm and then wakes up from a nightmare. After she wakes, she finds the scar on the same spot just like in the nightmare. Smirnov tells Mary that Anna's ring is cursed. He tells her that mirrors and anything that can allow the Queen of Spades see her reflection will make her stronger. Paranormal activities begin to occur in the apartment and Anna screams and informs them that the Queen of Spades is in the house. After taking some pictures, they cover up all the mirrors. Katie arrives at Anna's apartment. Smirnov tells Mary that his son was also haunted by the Queen of Spades, but he didn't believe him until it was too late. He tells them to conjure up the Queen of Spades once more and Anna performs the ritual. The spirit appears and attacks Anna. Smirnov tells Mary that they must not interfere and the girls need to handle it by themselves. Katie is frightened and tries to run away. Mary tries to help her but is attacked by the spirit. Smirnov tells Anna that she has to give the spirit back the ring. Anna drops the ring and it disappears. The next day, they gather in front of the mirror to confirm if the spirit is gone. Anna tells them that the spirit had left. Smirnov and Mary leave the house, leaving Katie and Anna alone at home. During breakfast, Anna excuses herself to go to the bathroom. While there, she begins to feel the presence of the spirit and it is revealed that Anna has been possessed by the Queen of Spades. Mary asks Smirnov while they are in the car park if everything is truly over and he says yes. Meanwhile, back in the apartment, a possessed Anna attacks Katie with a knife. Katie manages to call her mom but is hurt by Anna. Mary and Smirnov arrive back in the apartment and sedate Anna. Mary wants to call the ambulance but Smirnov convinces her against it. They tie Anna up on the bed and the spirit tries to convince Mary to untie her. Smirnov tells Mary that he is going to try and induce a cardiac arrest in Anna in order to force the spirit out of her. Mary is afraid that her daughter would be fatally hurt, but Smirnov convinces her to let him carry out the procedure. After inducing cardiac arrest, Mary sets the alarm clock and begs Smirnov to revive Anna before it's too late. The spirit comes out of Anna and possesses Smirnov. Smirnov tells Mary to get Anna out of the house immediately. She takes Anna down to the pool and successfully revives her. Mary carries Anna outside and they discover that Smirnov has taken himself out. A couple of months later, Anna celebrates her birthday. While blowing out the candles, she continues to glance at the mirror to confirm if the spirit of the Queen of Spades was still present in the house. Her cat crawls onto the bed and the cat's eyes suddenly turn white, revealing that the Queen of Spades has possessed the cat. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching, guys.